And I guess, yes, the story of that game has to be the Poppy pick. We heard Doublelift say it in one of the features earlier that if he was an underdog in a matchup or was in a tough spot down in a series, he would start pulling out that cheese and try and win off the back of something that people don't predict.
Yeah, when's the last time you've seen a Poppy in solo queue anywhere? Like, nobody plays Poppy in Challenger solo queue or high-level solo queue. So to pull something out like that, and if you know how to play a champion like Poppy well and they have no idea what to do against it, then they're just going to get completely destroyed. And you saw that. Poppy got the 2 kills off that teleport, and she just got so strong. Ezreal couldn't do anything. He just had to like pray that the ulti duration would run out before he died. And in a lot of circumstances, his whole team died or he ended up dying.
And then we have to talk about the fact, though, that on top of the pick, it was a great pick, it was a great surprise pick, Unicorns of Love, they played their level 1 the best. Their level 1 has gotten better each game, right? This time they got Poppy into the 1v1, so she was getting that free farm against the Mundo. They had now Lucian, who's a better early game AD carry, in the 2v2 on the top lane, and they capitalized, like you said, on that teleport. So the whole first 8 minutes of the game, they played that pretty fantastically compared to the prior 2 games, and that shows what they can do when they get to that point.
Yeah, they drafted way better. They got the Lucian instead of the Trist when they matched the lane, so they actually had a better laning phase. And then they picked the Poppy for the counter pick. They had a plan. They knew they want to match the lanes, and they got it going. Even though Lee Sin died and gave Ryze that first blood, which was kind of bad, Poppy got a great teleport and then countered the gank, got a double kill off that, and then...
Let's take a look at that replay. We'll pull it up, and I'll let you explain how this really was at 5.5 minutes into the game, the play that made the game.
Yeah, when a hyper carry like Poppy gets a double kill that early, you know things are going to be bad. And Millenium's trying to look for the pick off on Thresh. They thought it's the 3v2. And then they get the kill on Thresh. That's great. But Poppy, Mundo can't do anything to stop Poppy from teleporting in. He just gets the flank off, pops the ghost. Boom. 1 kill. Kha'Zix's instantly dead. Gets the love tap on Nami for the double kill. And then she just...
What's interesting here, too, though, is the fact that Mundo didn't have a TP to match, because he TP'd to the bot lane to take that 1v1 early in the game. So it was early enough in the game. And we see where we fast forward here to the kill in the mid lane, because then Lee Sin, great roam down by Gilius to secure yet another kill.
Yeah, this also allows Ahri to have the pressure mid. And yeah, you're right. Mundo didn't have his TP because he TP'd down, so that was actually really good for Unicorns of Love, and Millenium should have realized, hey, we're overextending and Poppy has teleport. Mundo can't stop that, and Mundo doesn't have teleport. So they kind of just got a little over-aggressive there, and then Unicorns of Love capitalized on it, and that's where they really started snowballing the game.
I think they also made a smart decision. As soon as that play was over, they recalled, and they ended up sending their duo back bot lane. And they established dragon control for the first time in this series by putting their duo lane back bottom and then actually acting on that dragon control that they had.
Yeah, they got the early game advantage for the first time, and they realized, hey, we've got the stronger top and we got the stronger 2v2. Let's set up for dragon, get the pressure down there. Ahri and Lee Sin, kind of that 2-man roam, and they can just get deep wards in the red side and just get picks. And they didn't get the best vision they could, but they definitely got a lot of picks with the Ahri and the Thresh, and they just kept getting objectives after objectives off of all these picks.
So the real question here, though, is there's still 2 more games to go in this series, or a possible 2 more games to go in this series. You have a great showing like that on Poppy. Can you do that over and over again, or does the ban come through this next time around and they shut, the Millenium shuts you back down?
I think there's no doubt that the Poppy ban will go through unless he decides not to play Mundo, because he goes from 1-7 on Maokai to like 9-0 on Poppy, and he does a great job on Poppy. And that's one of those picks that you kind of pull out, where counter picks you pull out that people don't ever expect. And I actually kind of like messed around with Poppy, and Poppy only really works into champions like Mundo, where they can't really deal with you early game, and then Poppy just gets the free farm and gets strong.
So then you have to wonder then what Unicorns of Love has left up their sleeves, because I would imagine they have that same assumption then, that they're probably not going to get Poppy this next time around. So although this is a great momentum shift, they definitely, they've got some life back in them. What do you expect to see them do in game 4?
I think I expect them to realize, hey, when we get the early game advantage, we really run with it. So I think they're not gonna want to go for the Tristana pick. They want to go for the Lucian pick again. Get those early game lanes going. Get the counter picks where they can, and really drive their early game lead home because they seem to work with that really well. I'm sure they're gonna keep running that shell of Lee Sin and Thresh. Gives them a lot of early game pressure and a lot of pick potential because Thresh is just all around like great for just like having pick, disengage, and just like team fight potential all in one, really.
And then if we hop over to Millenium, of course, as you said, we're probably going to see the Poppy ban come through just to make sure that that's not on the table anymore. What else, though, can they do to make sure they secure this victory?
I think they're definitely going to look for an assassin pick, especially because they got purple side this time, so they have the counter pick for mid. So Kevin's just been playing Mundo every game, so I think they're going to want to toss out the Poppy ban so they can get him back on Mundo. So they're going to probably just run the same thing they did this time, but ban Poppy, I think, is the biggest thing. And basically, in a best of 5, what you want to do is run the same strategy if you keep winning with it and force the team to pull something out to deal with it. And Millenium won the first 2 games, and then boom, Poppy came out of nowhere, and they dealt with Millennium's strategy. And now Millenium has to deal with what Unicorns of Love did, and they're probably going to go for the Poppy ban and see if they have anything else that can deal with the strategy that they won 2 games with.
I definitely like the idea, too, though, that you kind of threw in there of getting Kurt back on an assassin because he pulled out the Rise in this game, and I feel like he was so much more effective when they did carry from the mid lane in the past 2 games.
Yeah, definitely. When he's on that assassin and he gets rolling, the game is like in his hands. On Rise, you kind of just sit back, you kind of farm. You can definitely gank for Rise, but it's not as rewarding as if you ganked for like a Fizz or a Talon.
Exactly. Well, Unicorns of Love pulled off an impressive win in Game 3, but can they come all the way back to take this best of 5? It's Game 4 when we return. Don't go anywhere.
The rest of Millenium are not even close. They're going to cut him off in the lane.
All right, Hillsong plays him in. Hook. Oh! He just mad life that poor guy. Kevin's going to go down. He ults Kevin, doesn't care. Goes for J-Ree, half health on the Nami. 1 for 0 so far. Nice knockback. J-Ree in the air.
What are you doing?
Down he goes. Vizichachi gets a double kill.
I'm coming from behind. Kill them all, kill them all.
Go, guys. Subject's coming. Stop the dragon, stop the dragon, stop the dragon.
Nice.
Can we get a shot?
I got it.
Shot!
Kha'Zix.
Rise! Finish it! Nice! Mundo! Burst down! Burst the Mundo!
Nice!
Nice! Push now! Push!
The charm as well.
There's the TP.
And here comes Poppy. Down goes Kerp. And there's the knockback. Goodbye, Creatine. Kerp did get the kill on Power of Evil. But by the way, Poppy is going to kill you. But they might trade back on the 80 carry. Vardox, no, he stays alive. Creatine, Vizichachi again in the mix. And down he goes.